Okay, we're back with part 4 of the Minecraft configuration and setup series. We just went over how to do schematics and how to work with them through WorldEdit. If you're using MCEdit or you're using Schematica, the processes are different. If you want tutorials showing how to get schematics into Minecraft or out of Minecraft using MCEdit or Schematica or some other mod, please post a comment in the comment section below, and also the name of the program and the link to its legitimate site. No spam or some offsite or something. I need to go directly to the site, and it's got to be something that works with Minecraft 1.12.2 because that's what I use. But I will make the video for you if you want me to do that, and we can call that another part of this series. I might even decide to do it anyway on my own. We'll see. This time we're going to go over world saves, so let's show you where they're at right now. So your world saves are in your off your main install Windows drive if you're using Windows users, your account name for your computer, app data, roaming.minecraft, and it's under saves. And I call these maps, and Minecraft calls them saves. Now, saves are kind of interesting. You can have like this type of stuff here, a dot. I think you can have a dot, 1.1 in there. You can have spaces. You can have this kind of punctuation. I do not recommend doing it that way. I recommend a format, and I'll just demonstrate down here at the bottom of this text document, of something like this: db my save. And if you don't like that, you could for the save world files, you could do db my save. But I would go with your initials. I would keep out all punctuation except spaces, and I would keep the naming as simple as possible and as unique as possible. So I wouldn't call it my save. I would call it, my... How about this? How about Amaze World? Word. I would try and come up with some kind of unique name that is applicable to whatever it is. If it's a Corsair ship, then I would call it your initials and then Corsair Crusader or something. I don't know. Be creative, but try to avoid punctuation. If you can get away with it, avoid using spaces, because it keeps it consistent between the saves and the schematics. It keeps it easier so that you don't get confused. Makes it easier to stay unconfused. Makes it less confusing. Now I'm confused. Anyway, I think it's just a good idea. Inside your save files, you will find some stuff, and it will look in a format similar to this, and that's the way it has to be. If you have a folder in here called, and this is not by yada yada, but I'm just saying yada yada in place of the name. If you had this, it won't work. This will not load in Minecraft. Minecraft can't work with this. This is not a valid save file in Minecraft because it has this extra path. You can use extra paths in schematics, and I think you have to do that, even though it's not consistent in that case, because it makes it easier to organize by username. But for whatever reason, you cannot do it with save files, although save files should be the same way. You should be able to type in a username and put all their saves in one, and have this directory of this user and their save file, their world files, and access them that way. But if there's a way to do it, I don't know how. I've not been able to find it. If you know how, please comment below and let me know. So every time you install something that's a world save for Minecraft, you've got to make sure that every single one of them has the same immediate folder structure off the name of the save. And when you are zipping up a file and you're sharing it with other people, we'll use one of my files. provided I can find one of my files. I like to use the date, but I think I'll just use this flat world. That's one of mine. When you have a file that you want to share, click on the file, and then if you have a right click access, do it that way. If you don't, try to drag just off the main file into your zipping program. I can just do this or this, and I would just do this. And okay, well, that's not going to work obviously because I have, let's just delete that and try another one. It's running right now, so it's not able to work with it for me. So let's get rid of that because that's not going to work. And now if I open this up, what you'll see is this flatland and then this stuff. And what I know will happen is, if I take this, I need to open up a folder to somewhere. Let's do downloads. If I take this into downloads and I run over here, I've just right clicked and dragged it, and I'm just extracting it to flatland. And it would also be, if you're doing multiple folders, it would be extract to and then slash. If I do that and go down here to it, you see that that's the way that it's zipped up. When I open the flatland folder, I immediately have these files. And now I know that this, somebody can copy over into their save directory and it will load. So keep that in mind when you're doing your sharing of your files. And then the processes of putting it up on Planet Minecraft, that's beyond the scope of this tutorial, but if you want me to cover that, please comment in the comment section below and I will do that for you. I showed you how it was laid out, showed you how to share them, showed you the naming conventions, and you probably already know how to load a world save. So if I go save and quit the title, go to single player, and this is where you load your save right here. And you just click whatever it is you want to load, and then you can load it. Okay, I think that does it for this tutorial. Like, share, subscribe, comment below if you have any feedback for me. Please support me through Patreon so I can continue to do videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.